Hello children, now you are watching the 12th video of the same chapter, conditional and iterative statements. We'll continue our explanation regarding for and while loop. We didn't finish that by the time was exceeding. So I will go back to this place where we were with our divisibility, correct? In that divisibility, we were using for loop and I told no, I'm sorry. We were using your while loop, and I told we will be changing that to for loop. Correct? This was the last question. Now, how to change it into the while loop? Let's keep this intact. You don't have to do anything. So, how do I comment it? I comment the whole thing here this way. I can put double quotes or single quotes 3 times, with which the whole thing is commented. Now, the same question with your for loop. I don't want it to start with your num equal to 1 because my for loop can directly take our consideration into for I in range. Let me just put my laptop properly. For I in range, what 1 to 101. Why I'm taking 101 and not 100? Because we should reach till 100. So 101 is extra I have added. Then the same condition. If I want, I can just copy paste now from there because we need this. If you want, you can print also, depending upon the situation. Keep your cursor here, press this one, so that's done. I can also print num, depends upon what my situation. My old condition states that if I wanted to make a change here, percentage say 4 equal to 0, and this time it's another one. If any such numbers are there, okay, only if these two conditions are not satisfied, your print num will happen. No incrementation is required. Num equal to num plus 1, nothing is required. You can provide an else where at the end only, not with your if. Remember, outside if I write with if, it becomes a part of if only. This is part of your for loop, and again they say the same thing, that is loop over. The rest is almost same. So what is the difference? Difference is while requires initialization and updation, whereas for doesn't require that. Let's run the program and see. This much of numbers only are satisfying those conditions, that is divisible by 4, divisible by 3. These 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96. So that numbers ranging from 1 to 100 which are satisfying the if condition. So I hope the condition style is easy for you to understand. Any question given like this can be done with for and while loop if it is satisfying what we want. Only that change happens when you comes your string. So string, preferably use your for itself. Okay. So let's do one more question of the same kind. Alright. I'll take that. I'll close this, okay? File. Recent files. I think it is already done there. Yeah. It's a different one. I wanted to enter a set of numbers and find the greatest among the list. I can find the greatest, I can find the lowest also, but now I am showing only the greatest. So at home you can try out with your lowest. This time, set of positive numbers. Set is question. I don't know what is the limit. So I have to keep my limit, and I have to start from the number of numbers only. So like say that if I say set of positive numbers to be entered is 8 numbers I have to enter. So I have to start from 1 to 8. So 8 numbers should be entered, and each time count should be checked also, and different numbers should be entered. For that, the concept is what we just learned should be slightly changed. See the way I have done. This time I have asked enter your limit. The great equal to 0, I can actually take it from there and I can put it over here. Okay. They have asked me enter the limit, or enter the number of positive values you want. Anything you want. Enter the number of positive only, isn't it? You want. That you want and all, you make it short. Okay. And this time it is a limit. So that variable is an integer, so I need to convert that into int. So type conversion, explicit conversion is happening there, type casting is happening there, which I always ask in the meter. No one answers. Input inside input, no double quotes or nothing is shown because already a print command is shown on the top. So I have entered my limit. So I know if depends on what I'm entering. If I am entering six as there, only 6 numbers I need to start. I need to enter. For that, we need to have a for loop or a while loop. I can change it to while loop later, okay, after this. This time my counter variable name is x. X in range 1, starting from 1 till lim plus 1. Why lim plus 1? If I give here 8, it should have 8 numbers now. So it should be always 1 greater than the original. So I am giving lim plus 1. If I am giving 8, lim itself there, it will be always 1 less than the original value. Now what is the question? Now the first part is over. You have entered a process of setting the limit and your range. Your for loop is ready. Now you have to find the greatest among the list. How do you find the greatest? Again, you have to go back to your smaller classes. When you are smaller, your teachers taught you that starting from 1 you have to count, and automatically it is registered in your mind is that 1 is the smallest number among the positive numbers. Similar concept should be taken or should be convinced to the Python interpreter. So we have to first set a value which is not at all coming into this category of positive numbers, and the one value which is not coming in the category is definitely 0, because next value if you increment will be definitely the next value is 1. So I have assigned a variable. This is not for counting purpose, this is for another purpose, but I can put even -1 there, okay, because that is also a negative, the lowest, the value after 0. Fine, but I prefer 0 because I've only asked to enter the positive numbers. Now x in range 1 to limit. How many numbers will be entered here? 1 to that limit. Inside my 4, I am asking to enter a number. So this num equal to int input number this time will be executed as many as times your loop will iterate. So it is not one number you are going to enter. You are going to enter the number of times you have entered the first 2 numbers. So you enter one number. Imagine you entered here 6. Okay, I am setting my lim equal to 8, and the first number I have entered is 6. After that, you are checking whether num is greater than 8, that is 6 is greater than 8. I'm so sorry. 6 is greater than 0. 0 is great, isn't it? And definitely 6 is greater than 0. So great will be assigned with the value 6. That much is clear, no? If condition satisfied, this is taken and the value 6 is gone to great. The loop will iterate again. Only number was limit was 8, so I have to enter 8 numbers. Let's suppose the next number is num equal to 12. Okay, now 12 is greater than 6. Why? Because great is already changed the value from 0. Now 6 is the value and still it is satisfying the condition. So the new value of great will be 12. Now imagine I have entered num equal to 4 and you are checking 4 greater than 12, because now the greatest value is 12. So nothing will happen. So great remains to be 12 itself, because the condition if num greater than great is not satisfying. So nothing will happen. Let's imagine this time the num is assigned as 8. Again the same way. 8 greater than 12. Nothing happened because the condition is not satisfying. Let's imagine this time I entered 10 and again I'm checking 10 greater than 12. Nothing happened, and then again I'm checking this time and I'm entering 56. 56 is greater than 12. So this time the great will change to 56. Remember, I have to check the counter how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times I have entered. See, 6 values only. I have to again enter 2 more values. So num equal to say 78, and 78 is greater than which value now in great? 56. So 56 satisfying the condition. So the great will becomes 78. Let's keep the last number as 2, and 2 is greater than 78. The condition is not satisfied, so nothing will happen. So finally in great, the greatest number, which is 78, is stored. Each time this is checked. Let me just comment this and keep it before I run. Otherwise, you know what will happen, isn't it? It will show error. So this, in order to work, I am putting an example for you, and you can check with this example. Closely check the example like this. Your iteration chart should be there. This evaluation of a loop with the help of an example only I have shown here, and the greatest number will be coming. Now run and see. Enter a number. Let's enter 8 itself. 8 I have entered. Let's enter 2, then 8, then 89, 34, 67, 12, 9 and 5. And the greatest is 89 because we check the same way. You can check this with a notebook and check whether the way we have just interpreted the last one is coming. So you are trying to substitute the values in num and great and see whether that will work. So each time here the great's value will change, and that is how your logic works. Now similar to this, can we do the lowest? Yes, you should try with lowest by yourself, because in the meet I'll ask you to present it. So try with the lowest and think what should be the changes should happen. What if I want the same thing with our while loop? Because that is why we are here to compare, isn't it? The same question with while loop. The limit is asked. Greatest to 0 is there. Everything is there. We have just come from this place to this place. Now let's start. So I should be starting with x equal to 1. While x less than or equal to that lim, because that is why the loop is coming. These are the same, so I am not wasting the time. Let's copy paste from there and put it over here. And important factor, what is important factor? X equal to x plus 1 should be given, because while loop doesn't have the ability to iterate by itself. The earlier x was automatically changed, the rest is same. Then greatest equal to great. I have put my great already there as 0, so that will be used here. Let's run and see whether here also it will work or not. Okay, number is 8 itself. Let's try to enter the same and see whether it will work. 34, 67, 12, 9 and 5. So that's regarding how to convert your while with your for and vice versa. This completes that part. You have to look into this consideration. A lot of questions will come into us assignments. Then only you'll be well versed. I hope you will be able to do it by yourself by the time you put your effort. So this is going to be a short video, and I'm going to end it now. And then the next portion we will start in the coming video, the next video. So thank you.